things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense comes onto the field first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time...
There he goes! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
In busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center, to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Wideout trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Barres. Thrust that arm out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He's got him. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Indiana! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to throw, it's Perez. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the 2nd half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Going right to work up top. He's got it down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. To the air, it's Barres. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Husker! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
31, Nebraska, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. The Huskers have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21.
31, Nebraska, 21.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the ground, it's Alexander. Showing off the arm. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Barres. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Barres. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Takes the easy completion. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. They just keep firing. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by just 2 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Barres. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Husker! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.